From college dropout to the second richest man in the world, William Henry Gates III. Today, we're going to talk about one of the richest and most inspirational man in the world. Today, in this video, we're going to reveal the best advices that Bill Gates has given to the young generation. We'll also talk about how he became a billionaire at the age of just 31. Curious? Then sit back, relax, and watch the whole video. So let's start by improving your life today as we look at the secrets to Bill Gates' unique talent and marvelous success and his best advice. Born in the city of Washington, Seattle, Bill Gates is a technologist. He's an American business magnate, he's a software developer, and now he's an investor and philanthropist. He's best known as the co-founder of Microsoft Corporation. Now, he can be what he wants to be anytime, anywhere. At 31, he became a billionaire. He's been the richest man in the world for 17 years. He revolutionized personal computing and software and has promoted important research to improve people's lives. But all that comforts did not come overnight. He did not immediately earn his $100 billion fortune. He failed many times. For example, his first company, Trafo Data, which aimed to process and analyze data from certain recording tapes. He tried to sell his idea together with his partner, Paul Allen, but the product barely worked. He failed, and he failed hard. It was a complete disaster. But you know what? You never fail, you never lose. You either win or you learn. Failure did not prevent Gates from exploring new opportunities, and within a few years, he created his first Microsoft product, a new path to success. The biggest win for Bill Gates. The failure was necessary for their Microsoft adventure later on. But how? Trafo Data was what helped them gain the essential for making the first Microsoft product later on. To be more specific, it allowed them to understand microprocessors and how they worked. Yes, they learned. This was absolutely necessary for their biggest win with Microsoft. You could argue that Microsoft might not have happened if they never failed in the first place. Each failure contains the seeds of your next success, if and only if you're willing to learn from it. Bill was so fascinated by books that he used to lock himself in his room for hours to read complete encyclopedias. Bill Gates has given many advices, but the best ones are: life is not fair, get used to it. This is the first piece of advice that Bill Gates gave to a class of children. He warned them about the gap between the educational system and real life. When in many schools there are no longer excellent grades or failures, and students are given as many opportunities as they need to finish learning, the world of work is nothing like it. Another advice from the same talk is, if you think your teacher is hard on you, wait till you meet your boss. Making hamburgers is not a job unworthy of you. Your grandparents had another word to make hamburgers. They called it an opportunity. It's another quote from his talk to some young entrepreneurs. It goes beyond the first tip, advising you that in life, you have to take advantage of opportunities, and that a job that at first may seem bad can give us the possibility of achieving other objectives. Success is a lousy advisor. It makes smart people believe they cannot lose. It's quite common advice among successful people and a warning to all of us. Roger Federer, the famous tennis player, declared a few years ago after an unprecedented winning streak that ended with a loss against a very affordable rival, "At some point, I came to think he was invincible." But success is a lousy advisor, my friends. Never ever think that you'll never lose. Just keep on working and give your best every time. The human being tends to deceive himself and confuse the signals. Just as not being successful does not mean that we'll never achieve it, work hard and it'll lead us to persevere and look for other alternatives. We must continue working and exploring the possibilities. Your most dissatisfied customers are your best source of learning. It's a great truth of the business activity. In general, the satisfied customer buys and does not say anything else. Some aspect of our product or service may not have pleased him as much, but he doesn't express it. Therefore, we have no feedback. The dissatisfied customer, on the other hand, will not hesitate to comment on all the reasons for their disappointment. That is why it is so important to listen to them and analyze each of his arguments. Some businessmen make excuses for themselves and despise these comments, and it's a serious mistake, because companies make a living from customers. Each review is actually an opportunity to understand what's going wrong and what's there to improve. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. This phrase seems to be taken from the history of Microsoft, which, with a product much worse than what the competition offered, managed to win the vast majority of the market for operating systems. The most important thing is to have a good product, but it not only has to be, it has to look like a good one sometimes. This shows that how important it is to sell. However, even though we should strive to make a product that really looks good, because in the medium term, we'll have a problem, because consumers are not stupid and they'll turn their backs on us. Be nice to nerds, chances are you'll end up working for one. Wow, that's a strong phrase against bullying. Does Bill Gates speak to us from his own experience? Maybe or maybe not, but that's a great advice for young people out there. In fact, I would say that be nice to everyone: your boss, your coworkers, your teachers, your classmates, your friends, your family, strangers, and even beggars on the street. Chances are you'll never know if you'll be working for them, with them, or get leads to kickstart your career from them. The best learning place is your life. Gates has a very precise philosophy on the university. According to him, the school system is insufficient. We must study what someone teaches us and what our life events teach us. In the world of work, meeting many more challenges every day leads us to develop an awareness of our limits and our abilities. Find ideal working partners. According to Gates' vision, finding partners with which to launch your own project is essential to enrich your skills. Also, it gives us a chance to be inspired by the ideas of the other participants. Building relationships is also important to enter into a perspective of sharing contacts and different working methods. Join together and create something truly unique. For example, the very bright and organized Melinda was a perfect match for Gates. In time, their relationship grew as they discovered an intimate and intellectual connection between them. For achieving success, the rule is to get started as soon as possible. Pretty straightforward, isn't it? The reason is that if you start early in life, you'll be more likely to succeed sooner than most people. It's simple as that. When you start something at an early point in your life, you become molded around it. Not only will you have a chance of becoming successful sooner than most people, but you'd also be less likely to want to give up. A secret. At the end, let me hand over a secret to you. The secret that boosted Bill Gates and gave him an unfair advantage. A unique talent is the fact that he reads about 50 books per year, which is just about 1 book per week. How astonishing is that? It's not just being able to read, but being able to do it quickly and, most importantly, retain what you have read. Well, that's pretty much from this video. Got some inspiration? Want more videos like this? Apart from Bill Gates, is there any other mentors who are your inspiration? The comment section is all yours. Drop your comments below now. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Till then, remember, finding your true purpose is only one click away. Watch our other videos to get your morale up. If you enjoyed this content and wondered how to keep it coming, you can do that by smashing that like button and subscribing to this channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you don't miss any of our new videos. Goodbye.